Hi, my name is Jasper Tibong, and today, for my Petra Kucha, I will be presenting about the venture called Grocery Neighbor. Grocery Neighbor is a very convenient grocery store that is inside an 18-wheeler truck. Grocery Neighbor boasts its tagline, the world's first grocery store on wheels, as it is a 53-foot grocery truck that roams the streets of Toronto, Canada. It aims to provide service to the community by bringing the grocery market to the residents' footsteps. Now we're gonna discuss what does Grocery Neighbor do. Grocery Neighbor is a traveling grocery market in a truck that promises to only serve fresh, local meats and produce. The customers will get notification through Grocery Neighbor application once the truck is nearby their area. Are there other features? The Grocery Neighbor does not only offer service for the customer, but they are also focused on the customer's safety. That's why aside from the Grocery Neighbor application, the truck also has its own features. Here are the other features that the Grocery Neighbor can offer. Good ventilation, live tracking, floating carts, aggressive sanitizing protocol, neighborhood-specific contents, customer shopping time, safety precautions, and convenience. First is its good ventilation. Mobile truck is designed to be semi-open air truck, which should be open at both ends, allowing for better ventilation within the truck. This design is for keeping proper ventilation within the truck, adding to the safety precautions during the COVID crisis. Since GPS tracking is already available in other applications like Grab and Waze, live tracking is also a feature in the Grocery Neighbor truck. Besides notifications to the Grocery Neighbor application, users can also track the real-time location of the mobile grocery. These are foldable grocery carts that customers can pull and use to shop a couple of items from the grocery. It is very handy because customers can get more than a handful of products that they can check out afterwards. And it is a space saver since it is foldable. Aggressive sanitizing protocol. To ensure that the grocery market stays clean and virus-free, the Grocery Neighbor follows its very own aggressive sanitizing protocol. This is done every time a customer uses a floating cart. Grocery Neighbor staffs make sure that the floating cart gets disinfected before letting others use it. Neighborhood-specific contents. Different neighborhood, different market contents. Grocery Neighbor thinks that every neighborhood has different needs. That is why they will imply a neighborhood-specific line of items per truck. The contents of truck in Toronto, Canada may be different than the contents of truck in other places in Canada. Shopping time. Customers are given a span of 5 minutes to stay inside the truck. It is to prevent long queues outside the mobile market. As per Frank Sinopoli, 5 minutes per customer should be ample enough for them to buy their groceries and to check out in the cashier. Safety precautions. The truck is made for the pandemic, and because of this, Grocery Neighbor prioritizes the customer safety among everything. They made sure that proper ventilation and constant sanitation of the truck is practiced. Floating carts also are used as both a cart and a way to maintain social distancing in the market. This is the main goal for their service. Grocery Neighbor would like to provide convenience to people who are not able to go out of their homes. They offer great convenience to working people, to people of old age, and to those whose responsibilities at home limits them from leaving its vicinity. The provider is perfect. Therefore, there are things that should be considered for us to determine whether some aspects of the service that they offer needs to be improved or retained. Here are some examples of the things that they should focus on to retain a customer's loyalty. On this business venture are pricing, the limit of customers in sight, the quality of products over time, and mostly, traffic rules and regulations. If they want to keep a customer, they should also keep an eye on improving these things. Pricing. The costs of products that they should offer could drive people in or out of their business. Driving an 18-wheeler truck around town could be costly, and they should be able to recuperate their expenses without taking the toll on their consumers. Limit of consumers. The 5-minute time limit on a consumer is understandable, as they would like to give chance to everyone. But some consumers do not like getting rushed when they are buying something. The 5-minute limit inside the grocery neighbor truck could be a bit of turn-off for the consumers. Quality of products over time. For its size, the customer neighbor truck could hold a couple of various types of products. When there are quite few products to select from, quality could diminish over time as the customers who get to buy at later times would often get the leftover from the selections of the previous customers. Rules and regulations. Driving an 18-wheeler truck that is 53 feet long on the streets of Toronto, Canada could pose a problem. Not every business is perfect. That is why we should always aim to improve our service and quality. By giving the customers the service that we promise, we could satisfy them. Satisfying and also exceeding a customer expectation would help us gain loyal customers.